Look how thick this Commonplace notebook is since I started using her in the beginning. Oh my goodness. Hey everyone, it's Estella and welcome back to my channel. I cannot believe how thick this little Commonplace notebook got. This is the Sweet Freckle Designs passport size notebook, and I have been using it as a commonplace notebook. And one thing I love about this notebook is that I'm literally categorizing things the way I want to. Now, you can categorize your list however you want, but when it comes to this notebook, I categorize it the way I feel necessary. And one thing I discovered is that this by far is probably one of the most useful, one of these most impactful types of planning and memory keeping and note taking that I have used since I started using planners. And I really started deep diving into using it because of Megan Rhiannon. And I saw other content creators also doing something similar. We had Lindsay Scribbles also doing something similar where she is kind of doing her own note taking and things like that. So I really wanted to kind of incorporate what they're doing, but also do what is meaningful for me. So I have my Commonplace notebook broken down by mood and thoughts, pop culture and movies, articles, content, and books, and then happy mail. So these are my categories, and I've been using stamps to put the date on the category as well because I would like to keep track of when this happened, not only the category, but when. And when I open this common notebook up, I discovered, I believe that I found a perfect pairing between the weekly and this common notebook. And when it comes down to it, I think the best thing when it comes to planning is simplifying, not overextending yourself, but simplifying your routine. And I love flipping through the pages. So we're just going to kind of flip through. And this started in April. I have a sticker here that says April. Some people will miss it because when they look at the flip through, they kind of miss certain details, but I could pick up on it. So this is April. This is Happy Meal. And I've saved a lot of ephemera in a box and I didn't know where to put it. And now I do. I have a place to put things. This was on the 7th. More Happy Mail from Paper Minty Studio and other pieces of the Traveler's Company. Then I have Daiso stickers here when I went to Daiso with my mother and my son. We had a day there. It was amazing. We loved it. And then I have an entry here, and this was pertaining to a YouTube video that I watched and then sharing some thoughts. In addition to that, I have a book here that I was reading, took out the pages, literally take out pages and just write notes. Take away what's important for you. Don't worry about it because that's what a book is for you to take something from it or write notes in it. And I wrote notes, and then I have the date here. Then I have Happy Mail here. This is from the Giving Girl. The sticker's from the Giving Girl. I put an entry in here. I put Happy Mail notes, and then I put like a mood note here. Then I have a Hobonichi, kind of pamphlet here. And most people don't know what to do with these things. They kind of like throw them out. And I decided to keep it. I mean, I had kept it. And I decided to put it in my notebook because it was part of something that I used for 2023. You, the show on Netflix. We've all seen it. If you haven't seen it, it's pretty good. You should start. But it's definitely something that I just had to write about after I finished this last season. So I wrote that in there. And then another mood here that I have. And then I decided to take another piece of a book here and kind of enter it in this page because I wanted to have a piece of that specific book in this Commonplace notebook as a book that I have read and a book that I've written notes in and loved. And I decided to keep a piece of it as recording a piece of history into this Commonplace notebook. And I have stickers here, right? Dos Posible, La Vie Belle, and Unbreakable. And it's a reminder for myself. And when I use words in my Commonplace notebook, I am very, very intentional about the words that I use, about the stickers that I use and what I write. And I always try to use stickers that represent me, or I try to find stickers that are just eminent of a feeling. So here we have another entry, and this was on Murder Mystery 2. They were just being fearless and kind of working out their issues, right? But that was a movie my husband and I watched, and then I wrote about it here. I wrote about a feeling here. Then it was Megan Rhiannon's 50th, I believe, 50th celebration. So she made like a little gloomy card here, and it was her 50K subscriber. So that's why she has it here. And that's the Happy Mail that I purchased from her digitally. And then I printed it out and put it in here. Wrote an entry on there, right? Collect beautiful moments. Then I actually watched a video and read about mind mapping, and I really, really love this topic. And I decided to kind of mind map like something that I really wanted to mind map, and I decided to kind of leave it in there because it is part of the notebook and part of the process and kind of seeing what's important to me. So whenever I'm looking for something specific, I can go back and reread this mind map. Then I have another mood entry, and then I just talked about the morning, how I spent it. I also love layering, if you haven't noticed. Like, I love having pages where I could flip within it internally and kind of flip even just going through. So I love creating these layers, and then I love writing entries about my mood. Then I have another kind of article or journal, and this was a quote. I decided to take that quote and write something about it. Then I put another piece of ephemera in here, and I just love that. And I was feeling a certain way, so I decided to stick that sticker in there. And then this is another kind of piece of ephemera that I added, and I really loved how that ended up looking. Then I have Happy Mail here, things that I've been doing when I've been bullet journaling. That video's coming for May, super late, but I just may, you know, kind of do May and June combined. It's just a lot happening, and I've been having burnout. So I'm understanding where I'm at right now, and that's okay. So I wrote about, you know, my favorite sticker sheet, the bullet journal I'm using, a little thought there, more ephemera that I collected and then kind of put inside. So it's layering upon layering with actual images of my images from Instagram and things that I really loved at that time period. Then I wrote about being present and kind of needing to take a break. This is when I can see like kind of like the burnout kind of coming in effect. And I started kind of really thinking about how I'm spending my time on social media. How present do I need to be on social media? What is working for me? I wrote a list here, right? Personal growth, rest, right? Break larger tasks down, top 3. Things that are really important I put in here because it's allowing me to reflect, okay? So you must be present to win, make it count, and just because, right? Take care of myself just because. Then more Happy Mail came in. This is when my Marshmallow Studios came in and my Hobonichi Techo A6 came in. So I put the date here. I put in stickers, and look at the sticker right here. It was so funny. I just had to put it, like, I was mesmerized by all the stickers, so that was just perfect. I decided to make a little folder and then put in, you know, a little card because, like I said, it's been difficult, but I always love my showers. Like, I always love my showers every morning. I love taking them. I love just kind of, you know, enjoying the water. I have eucalyptus in my shower, and I just love breathing it in. It's kind of like a cleanse. So for me, I just love it. So I'm loving you, and that's a reminder. And then my stickers, you make my heart smile. Everything's very intentional. Then they sent over the new like paper that's coming out in 2024. I tested the paper, put a sticker here, let life surprise you, do what you love, little pen. Then here goes the Hobonichi Techo planner here. And then I categorize that Happy Mail again, Happy Mail. And then I put that in here because not many people would think of keeping it or reading it. And then I just love what this says, right? So what you are holding in your hand is a Techo, a Japanese daily planner. So I love that. And then I also have like movie reviews or show reviews. So this is Willow, wrote about that. The Hunger Games, I watched all the movies and then wrote about it here. And this kind of reminded me of one of the 13 colonies. Then I wrote about kind of, you know, being on social media again and how it was impacting me. This is a wedding invitation, which I'm not going to flip open because it has names and details, but I wrote about it and I decided to keep it. And it says, do more than exist. Forever is composed of nows. Together is the best place to be. Then more happy mail here. And I just kind of wrote, you know, what my happy mail thoughts were. And then things I was kind of like reminiscing on. And I have to stamp the date. And then this was yesterday, talking about taking my time, enjoying coffee, and being in the moment. And again, cards that are flipping through. Love that. And this is where I'm at. So this has been really impactful. I think I'm definitely going to use Commonplacing notebooks starting now and throughout. I think the size I do want to use though is an A6 size, only because it's a little bigger and it gives me more room. But honestly, this is so small and compact that I just love kind of holding it and flipping it. Let me know what your thoughts are. Should I keep it in a pocket, a passport size, or do an A6 because it gives me a little more room to write and then kind of put more ephemera? But I'm really loving this pocket size. I really just love it. And Sweet Freckle Designs has this size. I know there's like Planner Monkey Co, but I just really love the meaning of this as well. I think it's powerful, and I just hope she comes out with more and it stays in her shop, because I would buy more and more of these every time I finish. And I just love having my notebook here. So I hope this was invaluable to you. I hope you really enjoyed this video. I love sharing it, and I hope you took something away from it. Thank you so much for watching, and until the next time.